Good evening. I'm going to start with a very famous poem by Carl Sandburg about his hometown, Chicago. I hope I inspire somebody here to write something appropriate about Silicon Valley in response. So this is Carl Sandburg. Chicago. Hog butcher for the world, tool maker, stacker of wheat, player with railroads and the nation's freight handler, stormy, husky, brawling, city of broad shoulders. They tell me you are wicked, and I believe them, for I have seen your painted women under the gas lamps luring the farm boys. And they tell me you are crooked, and I answer, yes, it is true. I have seen the gunmen kill and go free to kill again. And they tell me you are brutal, and my reply is, on the faces of women and children, I have seen the marks of want and hunger. And having answered so, I turn once more to those who sneer at my city, and I give them back the sneer, and I say to them, come and show me another city with lifted head, singing so proud to be alive and coarse and strong and cunning, flinging magnetic curses amid the tale of piling job on job. Here is a tall, bold slugger set vivid against the little soft cities. Fierce is a dog with tongue lapping for action. Cunning is a savage pitted against the wilderness, bareheaded, shoveling, wrecking, planning, building, breaking, rebuilding. Under the smoke, dust all over his mouth, laughing with white teeth under the terrible burden of destiny, laughing as a young man laughs, laughing even as an ignorant fighter laughs who has never lost a battle. Bragging and laughing, under his wrist is the pulse, and under his ribs the heart of the people, laughing the stormy, husky, brawling laughter of youth, half naked, sweating, proud to be hog butcher, tool maker, stacker of wheat, player with railroads and freight handler to the nation. That's a man who appreciated what's gritty about his town. For whatever reason, I'm feeling like reading this one. There will be no revolution today. Not will I whisper to the politicians the lies they must tell to keep a tapeworm peace. There will be no revolution tomorrow. I sit on bankers' boards calculating interest rates, keeping prosperity tantalizingly out of reach. Almost. There will be no revolution next year. I have written a television series. There is no drug like entertainment. As long as a syringe is filled with plot, the populace will make no disturbance. You want to remake our society, dissolve solutions in an alchemy of violence? I was young once, and I believed that my thrown bottle would arc into an explosion of utopian fantasy. How beautiful the broken glass! How very obvious the sharp fragments of the foundations of a peaceful state. The gray hairs of middle age do not come from the mornings and evenings that flip calendar pages, but from the growing realization that hypocrisy is not the monopoly of those who are 30. When I changed my studies from what I wanted to what is, I saw that revolution is a word generally written with the pen of revenge in the many-paged notebook of rage. No rationalization turns that into a family laughing around a dinner table. The story of revolution is the silence of Ukraine collectives. Revolution's eyes are the empty sockets of the skulls piled in Phnom Penh. The The mind of a revolution is the American founding fathers, joined together to throw off the British Empire that dared to restrict slavery and the exploitation of natives. Freedom for all, baby. But the market is God, and we will make human sacrifice on its grinding golden wheels. Revolution. So in the year when the price of revolution is 1 million farmers whose names I don't recognize, when 1 million is a price, I work against the revolution. In the month when the price of the revolution is the purge of 1,000 revolutionaries, their lives squeegeed off the windscreen of onward comrades to provide a clear view of the future. When 1,000 is the price, I work against the revolution. In the week when the cost of the revolution is 5 of you disappeared into the new regime's re-education camps, where they will unplug your creativity like a cork and pour out into the dirt whatever makes you different. And the cost is 5. I work against the revolution. And on the day when the price of revolution is 1, and that one life is mine, on that day, on that bloody day, the whole damn system goes down. Let me finish with something a little more sentimental. This is a poem for my children to be read at my funeral. When I am gone, remember how I love the beauty of the sky. Remember rigatoni, apple pie, my love of silly puns, my weakness towards anger for no damn reason. Recall my work and its success and how I counted that a failure. Music, writing, and how I failed, yet counted that success. Perhaps these are small things. Perhaps I should counsel you to forget and note how life is like a manzanita, red, various, crooked, and low. I'd be proud to be no more than mulch beneath your spreading limbs. Yet, I would have you remember that day I held your child fingers up to the clouds and said, see how pretty, see how they pass away. My children, we are the clouds that make up the sky. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin Scott.